Stitchers, Happy New Year! Welcome back to my channel. This is Christine and it is January 1st, 2022. So we're bringing in the new year and this is my new year, new start. Like I've mentioned before, you're probably aware of this by now, but this is the Stitch Along hosted by Cat Talks and I, and the hashtag is Blue Jay SAL. It is the Riolis Blue Jays, and I started it at midnight last night, and I did about 4 strands of thread, and it's about 11:30 in the morning on January 1st, and I did a few more lengths of thread, so I've gotten myself a good start on this. Now, my goal for this is to get it done in January, so this is going to be my focus piece, so that's why I kind of wanted to show you my starting point here for the beginning of the month and the beginning of the year. Now, I'm not a numbers person, and I don't usually like to calculate stitches or calculate my time or anything like that, but I was a little bit curious as to how many stitches I need to do a day, roughly, in order to get this done by the end of the month, and it looks like I need to do about 390 stitches a day. I don't usually grid my fabric or count my stitches or anything, but this isn't quite 400, but I don't know. I'm going to try to get maybe more than that done. So I'll never be able to do 390 or 400 a day because I just don't think I'll be able to do that every day, but I'll probably catch up on the weekends and do more. So I don't know. I think it might be doable. But if it's not, that's okay. I'm not going to stress too much about it. It's sort of just a loose goal I have. So, that being said, so this is the beginning of my new month vlog. And so my plan is to also, in addition to this video, is upload a whip parade of all my current whips, and then kind of make a plan of what I want to do this year. I've been swirling some ideas in my head, but until I really get a good look at all my whips, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. So by the time you see this, you'll probably have already seen that video uploaded. That's all that I have to say about this, because I just uploaded a video at the end of December to show you what I was up to up until today, with the exception of one thing, which I'm going to show you right now. Because right after I uploaded that video, okay, actually 2 things, but one of them is, do you remember, if you can think back to when you last saw my video, I was working on this Bucilla Felt Kit, and I had showed that I had done the cardinal, and one of the cardinals and one of the birdhouses, and that I was getting ready to start the brown bird. So I'm going to show you my finish with that. Let me grab it. All right, here is my little bird right here. So I made him a little bit fatter than the cardinal, his body, but he turned out so cute. Did the little cording there, and I went ahead and put it so that you can see his foot on both sides, and I put both sequins on both sides of the felt, the green felt, because it wasn't charted to do that. But I mean, look at those French knots. They are on point on both of them, and I only did each one of those French knots I only did once, and ignore my nails, but look at that French knot. I'm proud. Turn this over and show you my other one. Proud of those French knots. Okay, so anyway, he's cute, and I am in love with these little felt kits, so you're going to see more of these in the future. Don't know which ones I'm going to get yet, but I had so much fun doing this little guy. So cute. If you want to see the cardinal and the birdhouse, you need to go look at the video I posted right before this, which was my end of December, my end of December update. Okay, I did get one more kit that I want to show you that I bought. If you'll remember, and I doubt you do, but you might have remembered me saying in my December vlog that I was going to sort of ban myself from eBay and Mercari because I don't need any more kits. But right after I filmed that video, I received in the mail a kit that I had already ordered. So I haven't technically bought anything yet, but this was one I had ordered before I put myself on the ban. So let me go grab it and show you it because it's super cute. Okay, here it is. Okay, it's called The Flavor of Salt, Wind, and Sun. Oh my God, I fell in love with this. I saw somebody posted it on Instagram, and I believe her Instagram name was Laura Stitcher, and she posted this, and I literally just left right at that second and went and see if I could find it, and I found it, I believe, on Etsy, and I think it came from the UK. I don't quite remember. It took a little bit of time to get here, and it had quite the journey, because when it arrived, the little poly bag it was in was just completely munched in the corner. It looked like the thing had just gotten caught in some machinery, and so I was scared to open it to see what I was going to find. But luckily, it just had this one corner munched, and the whole kit seems to be completely intact. I opened it up, and yes, nothing of the fabric got munched or anything. Just a little bit of the bag up there. But I have never done an RTO kit before, so this will be my first one. And I love it comes with the Rustico Ada, I believe. I don't know if it's a 16 count, okay? And the needle there, but I fell in love with it because of, you know how sometimes there's just something on a kit that sells you, and that little reflection there in the window it just melted my heart. So super cute, and I'm excited to stitch it. It doesn't look like it's going to take long at all. So when am I going to fit this in, though? I'm not sure. I have to come up with a plan for the year. I'm not sure how many times I'm going to check in with an update this month, but I will check in. And also, as you may see by now, that I changed my channel name from Calico to Calico Whimsy to match my Instagram name. And thank you for all that participated in my poll when I was asking everybody's opinion about that. And I think the majority of you said it didn't really matter one way or another what my channel name was, because you kind of know me by both those names anyway. But okay, so I think that's it for now. I hope that you all have a wonderful, happy stitching new year. Let's make it a good one. Okay, see you soon. I wanted to briefly interrupt to talk a little bit. I hadn't talked a little bit about what I had thought about this chart so far. So these, like Riolis kits, these, wool acrylic threads take a little bit of getting used to. They're a little fluffier, they feel more fragile, but I really like the dimension that they give the project when it's done. As far as stitching with it, I might switch to a bigger needle, because the one that came with the kit, it's a little tight. I mean, you can hear like a little pop every time you put the needle through, and after a while it can be kind of fatiguing on your hand because you have to pull it just a little bit harder. So I'm going to experiment with maybe swapping out a bigger needle for that. And plus, so far all of these have been blends, so I miss my loop start, not being able to do that. So that being said, I'm not a big fan of blended threads, and it looks like this kit has a ton of them, but that's okay. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. I'm loving it so far. Other than that, I wanted to put it in my Q-snap, so it's going to fit. This is my 11 by 11 Q-snap, and it's going to fit in here without me having to move it. It'll fit, but the fabric was just small enough that it wouldn't really fit in the Q-snap without adding some extra fabric. So that's why all this big bunch of red fabric I sewed on. Okay, I didn't need to sew that much on, but I had it, so I went ahead and sewed some fabric all the way around the edges so that I could put it in the Q-snap. And yeah, it'll be nice because I can stitch the whole project without moving it. It'll all fit. So, okay, back to what I was talking about before I interrupted you. Good morning. It's January 5th, the morning of January 5th. And that makes this the beginning of my 5th day of stitching on this. I have stitched on it every day so far this year, and I'm moving at a pretty good pace. I'm pretty happy with it. It's going much quicker than I thought, because there is a lot of half stitches in the background. And I've also taken the time, as you can see, to do the back stitching thus far, so that I don't have that all for the end. But yeah, it's moving along quite nicely, and we have, I think, five people in the stitch along so far? Hop on over and tag your beautiful blue jay so that we can all enjoy it. Okay, well, I'm going to get to stitching. I have a little bit of time before my day gets busy, and then I'll do a little bit more this evening. But I'll check in probably in a few days. I'm not going to check in every day, but maybe I'll check in when I get another, you can kind of see here from the bend in my fabric right here that this is about the 1/4 mark. So I'm just about approaching 1/4 completion on this. And so I think I'm going to start moving over to the right, and then maybe I'll check in when I get the top half done. So we'll see. If I keep going at the pace I'm going, then certainly within a week I should have that done. So, okay, all right, I'll check in soon. Have a happy stitching day. Good morning and welcome to January 8th. So the 8th day of working on this pattern. And I haven't done much stitching in the last couple of days. Lighting is kind of dark there. I haven't done much stitching in the last couple of days because I've been busy, and then at night I've been kind of tired. And it's Saturday morning, and I'm going to sit down and do some stitching. So I thought I would show you where my starting point is to make myself accountable so that I don't get distracted and do other things. I would like to reach the end of the top end of the pattern, which is going to be about over here somewhere. So I'm working on this color, and I'm just going to kind of use that, stitch all of that symbol. Actually, it's the same color to do two different symbols. One is a full cross and one's a half cross stitch, so I'm kind of completing both symbols as I go along. And I'd like to reach the end and get all of that done. So that's my goal for this morning. We'll see. So 8 days into this, and I hate to admit this, but I'm already getting a little bit bored with this project. I don't really know why. I think it's just because I'm working a lot in the background and it's a lot of the grays. I need to get to where I'm working on the second bird, or either that or work down on the bird here. But I love the project. I love everything about it. It's easy and it's fast. I don't know why I've just started to feel the need to stitch something with a little bit more color. So I'm going to show you what I might start this month as sort of a side project to work alongside of this one, just to kind of, as a boredom beater. Let me grab it. Okay, it's this Mill Hill kit called Sugar Cookie House. Look at how much color it has in it, and it just was kind of calling to me, I know it's only January, but and we've had actually a pretty mild winter so far, but the feeling of spring and spring colors is already calling to me. So I might start this one, not today, but maybe sometime here soon. It's just got some really colorful floss in it, and just looks like something that it would be fun to kind of stitch. And it's small. I didn't want to start something big. So, yeah. I'd actually I would start one of the smaller Mill Hill kits, but I have some on order. They have their new spring line that just came out, and of course they have a little small succulent. One of the small ornaments is a little set of 3 succulents, and it's absolutely adorable. And if I had that, I would probably start that. But this is kind of just a colorful one that I thought might be fun to do. So, but as of right now, though, I'm not going to put this one away. I'm going to finish this one. I'm still going to try to work on this and finish it in January. So it's going to be my main focus piece. And right now, I'm going to get some stitching done in this right-hand corner. So I'm going to check in with you when I'm done. While you wait for me to stitch on my Blue Jay project and show you my progress, I thought before I take down my mantle decorations this year, I thought I would just give you a quick tour of sort of my fly-by-night kind of decoration I did here, because I never did pull out any of my Christmas decorations from the shed, just a few. But the only thing I had on my mantle really was this that I framed, that you saw me do that in my December video. But I bought this felt garland at the Dollar Tree, which is just adorable, and I had some of these fairy lights, so I sort of just did a quick kind of a decoration just to have something on my mantle for Christmas to go with my cross stitch framed project there that I finished in December, and then I pulled out a couple of previous finishes that I've done in years past. There was that one, which is my favorite, which I made a flat fold out of. And then my husband said, what about that Santa one, that Santa face you did last year? And I was like, oh, I never did frame that, because I think I finished it last December. No, I mean, December of 2020, and never did put it in a frame. So I popped it in a frame. Nothing permanent, because I still have, like, oh, you know, the material on the back. It's like literally just stuck back there. But I'd like to make a flat fold out of that one too. But I wanted to at least get it sitting on my mantle. So I have those 3 on my mantle. And then this, I just stuck the little mill hill that I did. Oops, it fell off. Let's hang that back up. Yeah, we're talking just really quick. Just to get it displayed along with this. My boys, they just have these traditional stockings. I never did ever go down the stocking route, the handmade stocking route with them. I really wish I would have, but now at age 17 and 19, it's probably a little bit too late, because their memories are kind of tied in with these red stockings, which is what Santa has always filled with good stuff for them. So, oops, okay, hold on. Okay, had to just hang that back up again. So, anyway, yeah, I really wish maybe when I have grandkids someday, I'll make the handmade stockings for them. But for now, these will do, and I just wanted to give you that quick glimpse of those before I take them down, because it's January 8th, and my oldest son has been home from college for about a month. He goes back up to his dorm tomorrow, and yeah, gotta get back to life. So, all right, I'll give you an update here of my Blue Jays very shortly. Okay, it's been about an hour of stitching, and I wanted to show you my progress. So I've almost reached the end. There's just 2 more stitches, but that's a different color. It's part of a branch. But yes, this is pretty much the end of the project right here. And so I did about 3 lengths of floss, I believe, is what I got done in about an hour. So I'm going to go get some more coffee, and I think I'm going to do a little bit more stitching. Everybody in my household is still sleeping, so yes, I'm going to enjoy the peace and quiet and do a little bit more stitching. This is why I can't get my eating back on track until my son goes back up to college, because he likes to bake. And he just made these last night, these cookies that have Heath Crunch, like the Heath candy bar pieces in it. And, yeah. As soon as he goes back up to school, he's either going to take these with him, or I'm going to put them in the freezer. Or otherwise I'll eat them all. So, okay, I'm just going to have a little snack. And then I probably should go on a walk and then get back to my stitching, but we'll see. All right. Hey, good morning, stitchers. It's already January 18th, so it's been a little bit since I checked in, and this month is flying by. So if this is any indication of how this year is going to go, well, it's going to be Christmas before we know it. So I just wanted to give you an update on the Blue Jays here. And I would say that I'm about half done. I don't know, if I kind of hold it at the right angle, you can kind of see here where the middle of the project is. And even though I don't have the stitching done on that part to make it truly half, I did continue down here a little bit. So I'm calling this probably the halfway point. Okay, so let's see, it's the 18th, so we're a little bit over the halfway mark of the month, so I need to do a bit of stitching in order to get this done by the end of the month, like my goal. But I was looking at it, and I think, if you look at the finished picture here, I think that the top half of the project, let me get that out of the way. So I think that the top half of the project, which is about right here, was probably more like would take longer to do than the bottom half, just because the background is mostly half stitches, and the birds are full stitches. And since I've gotten that much of the bird done already, the exception of that wing, I would say that there's more cross stitches, full cross stitches in the upper half than there is in the lower half. So, but then again, I didn't do the back stitching on, so I've done that back stitching, but I haven't done that. So yeah, it's going to be tight. It's going to be tight. I think that if I can just not get bored with this project, that I could do this. I could get it done by the end of the month, but the problem might be my boredom might kick in. So I think it was in the last clip that I said I was getting a little bored with it and I needed something with some color, and I was going to start that Easter project, which I didn't. For some reason, I just kind of, my momentum got revamped. You know, I've kind of found my interest in this again, and then I was able to do all of this stitching, and I enjoyed it. I wasn't really bored with it at all, but I do kind of feel myself slowing down a little bit now, and you know, it just kind of, my interest is waxing and waning with this one. But I do have quite a few webinars I need to listen to this week, and I think I just need a lot of mindless stitching, you know, nothing that's going to divert my attention too much from my webinars, but kind of keep my hands busy. So I think this will be perfect, especially the background, because these half stitches here go really quick, and they just, you know, seem to fly by. So I think I'm going to stick with working on this week, and maybe check in at the end of the week and show you how much I've gotten done. I do have something else, though, that is kind of exciting that I got in the mail. A couple things I bought that aren't cross-stitch related, but they are felt kit related. So let me grab them real quick. Okay, so I got 2 more Bucilla Felt Kits. Sorry about the glare. Yeah, I think I'm really going down the rabbit hole with these. So I got this first one here, which is called Gingerbread Santa, and it's just these cute little ornaments, and I haven't delved into this yet, but it's got all the fun sequins and beads, and I've really been wanting to start one of these here soon, so I might do that alongside the Blue Jays, just to kind of, you know, keep the interest on something else, you know, having a couple projects. And these are small. They look like they'd be just easy to do. And the other one I got is this one. It's called Halloween Street Sign. And yeah, it's like this big sign. It's really thick. It comes with all kinds of, oh my gosh, this thing is like really thick. All kinds of felt, and I'm a little intimidated by it because you have to applicate each one of those letters. I don't know if that's going to go fast or slow. I'm just so new to these kits and this hobby that I don't have a good feel for how long it's going to take to do this, but it does look like I better get started on it now if I want to get it done by Halloween. I don't know, I just don't have a feel for how fast these go. I haven't done enough of them. So, yeah, I'm just really, I just can't believe I just now am like discovering this hobby that's been around for a really long time. Yeah, I've noticed that there are a few other floss tubers and cross stitchers that enjoy the little felt hobby as well, and I was thinking it would be fun to do kind of like a FlossTube felt along. So I'm going to just go ahead and get that hashtag started on Instagram. And if you are a cross stitcher that also enjoys doing felt ornaments, especially the Bucilla, I mean, I guess I shouldn't say especially those, I mean any felt ornaments. And so if you are watching this and you either haven't tried one of these or want to try one of these or love doing them already, just go ahead and use the hashtag FlossTubeFal for FlossTube Felt Along. And this will just be an open-ended hashtag that anytime you want to add to it and share your felt projects, I would love to see them. Like I said, I feel like this is going to be another deep rabbit hole I'm going to fall down. Yes. Okay, well, I'm going to let you go because I'm going to go work on my Blue Jay for just a little bit more, And then I think I'm going to go try and do some kind of exercising today. I've got my eating back on track a little bit. I did pretty good last week, but I need to start getting some exercising in, so I think I'm going to go on a run. It's just kind of a gloomy, cold day out there today, and I've just been feeling kind of blah, so I think I need to exercise. Yeah, I need to do that, so I'm going to do that, and I'll check in with you when I have something else to show. All right, talk to you soon. I cannot believe it is January. It's Thursday, January 27th already. We are quickly approaching the end of the month. And I can't remember if I mentioned in my last clip if I had started working on these little felt ornaments yet. I know I showed you the kit, but I didn't know if I started working on it yet. Well, I did. I actually took a little bit of a diversion from the Blue Jays, and I was working on the Blue Jays. If I had time to stitch in the morning, I was working on them, and then in the evening, watching TV, I started working on this kit. And I'm going to show you one of them, the first one. So the first one it had me do was this candy cane. Let me grab it. Okay, so here is my finish on the candy cane. So they have you put cardboard in the back, so it kind of has a little bit of a stiffer feel on it. And it was so fun to do, and I can tell that my technique's getting a little better. If you looked at my bird earlier in the video, my applique stitches looked horrible. So I've really been working to try to get my stitches more even, and I'm just really trying to improve my technique and you know, just up my game a little bit, because I'm definitely going to stick with doing these. As a matter of fact, I did this one, and then over the course of the next few days, I ended up finishing this one and that one. I have this one almost done and this one almost done, and I have all the rest of them, all the pieces cut out and ready to go. So it's just not going to be too much longer before I get those done, and I've been really wanting to work on them, but I'm trying to stay true to the Blue Jays, and I'm still, well, okay, I was aiming for a end of January finish, but now it's maybe looking like more early February because, well, let's just show you where I'm at. I've gotten a lot done, but I still have more to go, considering the fact that, let's see, what's today? So it's early on the 27th. So 4 days, you know, if I work on it today, so 4.5 days left. I mean, I could do it. There's a lot of half stitches here, you know. I mean, the bird here is really the only full stitches to do, plus some of the, oh, I don't have the cover photo with me right now, but there's, you know, this little branch continues on here and up there, but that goes pretty fast. I mean, the project goes really fast. So it's doable, but it's going to be tight, and also I haven't done any of the back stitching here yet, and I'll have all this back stitching to do. So yeah, it's going to be tight. I don't know. Yeah, I'm aiming for early February now. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm trying to not get distracted by doing other things. Back to the felt again. I was going to show you all the other ones that I've done, but I've decided, since I think I'm going to be doing a lot of these in the future, I'm going to go ahead and do a separate video with the that talks about the felt ornaments, because I did buy 4 more kits. Yes, 4 more kits. And I see more that I want. So yeah, I think it deserves its own video. So this is just a teaser, and if you are interested in seeing the other felt kits and other ornaments that I do, just be watching for a separate video for that, and I'll start another playlist, because yeah, I'm going down a deep hole with that one, so I think it deserves its own playlist. So this is just your sneak peek. Okay, oh yes, I wanted to mention, so I was just chatting with my 2 stitching friends, Cat Talks, she's FlossTube, Cat Talks on FlossTube and on Instagram, and then another Instagram friend, Morgan, Miss T and Stitches. We have decided, because we are Mill Hill fanatics, that we need another Mill Hill stitch along. So we were discussing it, and I think the consensus is starting March 1st, we're going to do a Okay, let me see if I could remember the hashtag. Spring into Mill Hill stitch along. I'll go ahead and put that across the screen here. And you can, those of you that love Mill Hill as much as us, you can just look through your stash or have time to order any spring related Mill Hill kit, small or big. So yeah, we're just going to keep it wide open and just call it spring. So yes, because you'll be seeing this video probably the early February, so you'll have a whole month to get yourself ready for spring into Mill Hill. Okay, and that being said, I'm going to go get some stitching done. So talk to you soon. Good morning and happy Groundhog Day. It's February 2nd, and apparently over on the east, Punxsutawney Phil saw his shadow, which predicts 6 more weeks of winter. And here in Colorado, it is definitely winter. We had a lot of snow last night, and we're expected to get 1 to 4 more inches today. So it's a good stitching day. Yeah, welcome back to my channel. I'm a couple days late in getting my January vlog up because I didn't quite squeeze in a January finish of my Blue Jays, my Riolis Blue Jays, but I did finish it on February 1st, yesterday. So I wanted just to delay my vlog so that I could include this finish in it. Isn't it beautiful? I didn't get as bored with the colors as I thought I would. It went relatively quick. It was an easy pattern to follow. I really, like I said, my interest, as I said in a previous video, waxed and waned a little bit. But relatively speaking, for the few colors that it has, it was just really, really fun to stitch. And just I really don't have any complaints except one. And it's a minor one, but I thought I would put that out there just in case you are stitching this right now. By the way, thank you for all of those that have jumped on the stitch along. It's been fun seeing everybody's progress, and I will enjoy continuing to watch everybody's progress as they continue on this. But those of you that are stitching, I wanted to mention that both Cat Talks and I ran out of number 9 floss. So yes, I think it was number 9 that I actually ended up being very short on. And that's the color that it's kind of the gray that you see in the back stitching here. And yeah, I don't know why. I mean, it was pretty short. They really shorted us on that one. And it wasn't just me nor her, because we both ran out. And I think both of us are, fairly frugal with our thread usage. So it might just be a problem across all kits, so be aware of that. And then number 10, I think Kat ran out of hers completely, and because she warned me ahead of time, I was able to be extra careful with it, and I literally played a intense game of thread chicken at the end and had just enough. And we're talking, I was using a shred of it at the end to get the last stitch in of number 10. Number 11 is close, and then I don't know, looking at my thread card now, I see I ran out of number 8 too, but I don't think I was short. I think I had just enough of number 8. So, but plenty of all the rest are left. I mean, it's interesting because they gave us so much orange to only just do just the berries. So, yeah, I mean, I think in general that Riolis, I mean, this is only the first Riolis kit I've finished. But it looks like there was more than enough of the other colors. So be aware of that if you are stitching this kit. So what I found with number 9, I had finished all of the cross stitching of number 9 with the number 9, and I probably did half the back stitching. I think I had just a little bit up here to do, and I mean, I was able to do most of it, but I used my thread color card. Actually, let me grab that really quick. I just recently purchased the DMC color card It has the real thread swatches in it. So let me grab it here to show you what that looks like. So see, this actually has the real thread in it compared to the color card with just the color swatches on it. This is definitely more accurate. So I was able to hold number 9 up to these colors right here and found that, oh, where's it at? 645 was the closest match. There was it was kind of a cross between 645 and 535. Let's see, so 535 was just, had a bit of a, where is it at? I think it was over here. Oh, I don't know. I don't know where it's at. But anyway, 535 was a little bit of a slightly cooler gray, and 645 was a little bit warmer gray. So it's just a different thread texture because it's a wool acrylic. So the Riolis threads are definitely fuzzier and a little bit thicker. It kind of falls in between one strand of DMC and 2. Yeah, I mean, you could probably get away with using 2 strands of DMC 645 if you do run out, but like I said, you'll get a slightly different texture. Now for mine, I was able to do all of the cross stitches with it, so I just ran short when I had back stitching left to do, and you can't really tell. So like right here I used the thread that came with the kit, but like this little piece right there, I used just 2 strands of 645. So, and we're at down here on this bottom corner, like I said, 2 strands of 645 compared to the 1 strand of the number 9. Same here, 2 strands of 645. So you can definitely get away with using DMC 645 for the back stitching if you are, if you're careful, you'll have enough to do the cross stitches. Other than that, though, I just thought this just was a joy to stitch, and it's beautiful. Okay, I'm going to get this edited and get it uploaded, and then I'm going to have a new Groundhog Day start today. And let me quickly show you what that's going to be. This kit right here, Mare and Foal by Dimensions. This is going to be a stitch along that I'm doing once again with Cat Talks and Miss T and Stitches Morgan on Instagram. So that is one of the reasons why Cat and I were just had our needles on fire, because we said we weren't going to start our Mare and Foal project until we finished our Blue Jays. And so this will be my February focus piece. And no, I will not get a finish on this in February. I don't know that I'll really get a finish on this one anytime soon because it's big. You know, those Dimensions Gold kits, they can take me a while. So yes, it's going to be more like a start along, not a stitch along. So that is on the plan for later today, and you'll have to stay tuned for my February vlog to see how far I get on that. And in the meantime, okay, so yes, I never did get my whip parade filmed, and there have been several of you that have reached out to me wanting to see that, and I do apologize that I haven't done that yet. I'm hoping to get that done sometime in February. And also, what other plans do I have going into February? I've kind of decided that that's how I like to do it. Instead of doing year plans, like planning what I'm going to do for the whole year, I like to just at the end of the month kind of make a rough plan for what I'm going to do in the next month. So yes, February is going to consist of starting Mare and Foal, and then there will probably be maybe a new start of a Dimensions kit. Kind of one that's in between, because the Mill Hill, the spring into Mill Hill doesn't start till March 1st. And so I might maybe start, hold on, let me grab it. Actually, I need to turn my fireplace off. I meant to do that because it the fan kind of has a buzzing sound to it, so, You might be able to hear that in the background, so sorry about that. Okay, I may start this in February, this Buttons and Beads Mill Hill Heart, but I don't know. I'm not going to commit to that because I'm really working on my Bucilla Felt ornaments and stuff too, so this is just kind of a rough plan of maybe what I'll do in February, but we'll talk about that in February, in next month's vlog. Right now I need to get this one edited, get it uploaded, so you can enjoy this. But for now, I hope that you all have a wonderful February and just a happy stitching day. All right, I'll see you at the end of February. Bye for now.